Hello, everyone. It's Amanda again. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I know everybody's kind of talking in the classroom right now, but this is the video discussion. So last week I did counting. I want to say it was a little challenging because I did transition, and there was just a lot of kind of different obstacles that kind of affected the whole transition. One, it was raining, so my original plan was to have the kids go from outside to indoors, but instead we were all just indoors cooped up, so I know the kids were kind of just they were a little off that day, especially with scheduling, so because of the rain, everything kind of got changed up a little. A second thing was definitely the stickers. I thought they'd be a little more into it, but I know there's one student, he did not want anything to do with stickers. The students, instead of keeping them on their shirts, which is totally understandable, they kept like taking them off and putting them on their arms or on their hands instead of on their shirts, which is fine. We worked around that. And especially with this transition, I think the most difficult one was actually trying to get the kids involved because I tried calling them by group colors, but I think this is kind of my bad was because there's so many kids that day and everybody kind of almost got like one of every color. It was just a little bit more chaotic than I thought it was going to be. But we did our best, and you know what? The kids actually liked it. They liked their stickers. Most of them could count because each of them had about 5 stickers. Most of them could count and differentiate between the colors. One of the things I actually did notice with some of the students was they kind of discovered that they could kind of make a small pattern with depending on the sticker colors that they were given. One little boy, he actually showed me, he showed me that he made a pattern of stickers on his arm. He had, I think it was like red blue or blue red, and basically he just made a pattern and he said, "Look, teacher, look what I did," and it kind of led into talking about patterns a little bit, which is really cool. So, and they did that all on their own, which really surprised me and it encouraged me a little bit. So I was happy with that. Is it okay if I borrow your bottle real quickly? Cool. So, speaking of my next lesson plan, it's going to be science, and I'm introducing a large group science experiment. The kids are going to be doing the water bottle tornadoes, or the tornadoes in a bottle. I know on my lesson plan I kind of called it the recycled bottle tornado. Bad title, but basically I don't have all the bottles. But what I'm gonna have the kids do is I'm gonna have different types of bottle styles, big ones, small ones, basically different sizes, and I'm gonna kind of have the kids lead a little bit in the experiment. I'll kind of provide the materials, but I'll have the kids choose what bottles we'd be using, what caps we'd be using. I'd have to do the cutting of the bottle caps because some of the caps are going to have holes in order for the water to come down into it. But basically, the experiment is once the kids pick the bottles, we'll be cutting holes into the tops of the caps with some scissors. And when we do this, obviously the bottle with water, I'm gonna have kids pour the water into it on their own. I'll probably just have them pour however. Probably up to halfway, maybe a little more than halfway, and I'll have some of the kids help me tape another water bottle on top, depending on, again, the size of bottle that they choose, and I'll have the students tape the bottles together on their own. And what we'll do is, during this time, I'd be asking open questions, going, what do you think is going to happen when we flip the bottles over? What do you think is going to make a tornado? Do we leave it alone, or should we shake it a little? And basically just asking very open-ended questions so kids can kind of think and kind of get this, like start predicting what's going to happen, kind of getting the little bit of the scientific method going, and prompting them a little bit by asking mostly open-ended questions. I think this is a really fun experiment. I know it's a very kind of popular one. I think a lot of people are very familiar with it, and I know kids love it. I'm trying to follow the Reggio program by using like recycled materials, and kind of natural materials as well. So I'm hoping this is successful, and I hope the kids like it. I'm definitely going to enjoy watching them making their own water bottle tornado. And yeah, I'm just hoping this is successful, and I hope your guys' lesson plans go well too. Other than that, good luck, and thanks guys.